Hi everybody, and welcome back to firepoweredgaming.com. Tonight I'm going to be looking at something a little bit different that I hope you'll find is of interest. As you might have gathered from my previous video, 3D printing is becoming more and more part of my hobby, and it really is enabling me to do a wide range of different stuff, particularly around terrain, around vehicles, but of late I've also become increasingly interested in the potential to print my own miniatures. So this is a preview or a sneak peek at a range of STLs that I've purchased from a company called Forest Dragon. You may be aware of them through the Warmaster podcast, where they've had a significant amount of airtime. But I purchased these files today. They cost me $8 US, and I'll just show you what I've produced so far and give you my impressions of them. So these are, as you can see, skeleton warriors. The army list packs that are produced by Forest Dragon are really comprehensive, but as this was my initial purchase, I only wanted to buy a single pack, just to give them a go and see what I thought. And as the undead, the vampire counts, is very much a horde army in Warmaster, I thought it'd be a really appropriate starting point to pick up some skeleton warriors, as these chaffy little buggers will be needed in their multitudes. So what you get for your $8 are 6 different individual stands of warriors in various poses, and you also get a number of command units. I think there are 2 different variants, but each of them comes with a plain banner rather than an embossed banner, so that you can paint your own design. So this is obviously one of the ones that I've printed, and I think you can see from all of the stands, then a lot of these I've just put the white undercoat on for Halford's white and just some Vallejo black, just to try and pick out a little bit of detail so that you can see them a little bit more clearly on the camera. But the quality is really excellent. Just having a look at them now, I can't really see any misprints at all. They print straight on the bed, and for 10mm figures, they really are excellent quality. My only concern will be, I think, over time, the durability of the spears, but I certainly think they're probably as robust as metal miniatures. They will obviously snap as opposed to bend, but obviously we all know that once a metal miniature's spear is bent and you've pushed it about rather clumsily and heavy-handedly, they're never quite as strong as they were. This also leads me on to the potential to experiment with a flexible resin mix. If you've been following Project Wargaming, Aaron's been producing some fantastic range of 2mm miniatures, and a lot of those are using a mix of regular and flexible resin to give some robustness to particularly the pikes that he's produced. And when you consider they're being done in 2mm and he's printing them individually, that really is quite an achievement. So depending on how these hold up, I may well have a look at that further down the road. I quickly threw some paint on some of these. I apologise in advance for the quality of the painting. It really was just in my enthusiasm to see how they take paint and see what they might look like with a splash of colour on. I gave them a very simple colour scheme, just a bit of highlighting, picking out the major details, And another first for today as well. I also used Agrax Earthshade to wash these, which is the first time I've ever used Agrax in the past. I've always stuck with Army Painter washes, and I must say I was very impressed on these smaller miniatures. It really does seem to flow really well into all the detail. So there you go. There's a strip of painted skeletons. As I say, I'm really intending to show you the type of finish that you can get. I haven't got a fancy printer. I've got an Elegoo Mars, which is pretty much a kind of entry point really. And I printed these off with absolutely no problem at all. And no doubt on over the coming days, the kitchen will be filled with lots of tiny skeletons. Well, anyway, thank you very much. Have a good evening, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.